Hey guys, it's late Saturday evening. We just got finished with the card game portion of the One Piece Day 25 stream, and it was an awesome time. I had a little watch party on my socials streaming the event, and it was cool. Had a great time. A lot of cool cards were shown, new event info was shown, stuff regarding the third anniversary got shown too. And I think a lot of people left that stream being really hyped for set 13, which comes out in Japan next week or the week after, and then it comes out in English version in November. So a lot of things to look forward to, and I think a lot of people can be happy with this set. So because it's a lot of images to show, I'm gonna go ahead and soon get rid of this right here, and I'm gonna show you the pictures. So starting off, we have the Uta card that we were promised at the very beginning, right? Back in March. Secret Rare Monkey D. Luffy and Shanks 10 drop. We have Blue Yamato. We have a Secret Rare Blue Ace. So in case you didn't notice, we have 3 Secret Rares in this set, which I think is the first. So that's a new thing. We have Edward Newgate. We saw him back in the trailer, the last one. We have an alt art for the 3 brothers, the 1 drop. We have the previously shown Sabo Secret Rare, an alt art for Monkey D. Garp. Then we have some yellow cards here with Lilith, Stussy, Bonnie, and S Snake. Stussy was alluded to way back in March during the earlier leaks. Then we are here with the Rogers Pirates, and I'll say, man, this is gonna go so hard. The Rayleigh looks awesome. The Shanks and Buggy look awesome. However, what stands out the most is obviously gonna be we have yet another magnificent Akira Egawa Goldie Roger, one of the hardest arts in the game right here. People are gonna be hunting to play 4 of these back to back to back, right? Can't wait. It looks awesome. Akira Egawa has done a great job with her arts. You know, the Soros. I think he's on 2 of them, right? The flagship winner, which is also our finals price card too. The Luffy, the Shanks, the Dragon, the Sanji. So a lot of good arts from Akira Egawa for sure in One Piece. Then we have an alt art for Rogers Divine Departure. So yeah, this is gonna be like the OG Divine Departure. So we have yet another card of a similar name, but different source, type, effect, all that stuff, right? Then we have the SPs, and the SPs are gonna be here. 6 new cards that we haven't seen in this art before. We have a new style. We have the faces in the background, the characters in the forefront, and we have the Ben Beckman, Smoker, Ace, Luffy, Sabo, and Lilith. So pretty good variety. And then we are going back to the Wanna posters again, and these seem to be entirely anime style, right? So we have the OG Ace Wanna poster here with the Alabasta look. We have the OG Luffy here from the anime. I'm not quite sure when this happened with that Sabo, and we have the OG Wanna poster for Gold Roger way back in the day, right? Yeah, so we're gonna go broke in this November for us, guys. Then they show the SSP of this set, like we had the Gear 5 Luffy and the Marshall D Teach. Here we have Shanks this time around in a gold and ruby design. Then of course, because you know we have 3 secret rares, we have also 3 alternate arts to these secret rares, right? So we have Sabo, Luffy, and Ace, and these are gonna be here in, I want to say, a pattern similar to how Shanks had it and Gold Roger had it in OP01 and OP09 respectively. It's the Jolly Roger in the background, so the logo, really cool. But of course, because we have these manga arts, it means that we have manga rares. So these guys came back at it again as manga rares. Super cool. I love that these designs were chosen. They look way superior than the manga face leaders, right? I think these are pretty good choices in the art. The panels looks good. I like it a lot. I think this is gonna be awesome. But to make matters worse for your wallet, they also get special mangas. So these are red super parallel rares, or you could call them flame rares because they got all these flames around them. So that's or fire rares, whatever you want to call them, right? It's all unofficial, but that's sick. After that, we had here a leak regarding Imu, and Imu showed the full effect, which I'm gonna read to you in a bit. And of course, to everyone's disappointment here, mostly mine, the alternate art did not show Imu's face. It instead showed us the outline, the blob, right, that we all know and love. So unfortunately, there is no Imu face reveals for us for card game players. It was, bound to happen, but I think this is a respectable choice by Bandai how they did it. Also, having the Gunko face would have also sufficed, I think, but this works. It is interesting to note that this is the first ever card to have an unknown attribute, and it has an unknown type. It is also the first black leader to be mono black leader to be 4 life, akin to how Enel was mono yellow leader and he was 4 life. So something interesting right there. Then they revealed to us the meat and potatoes for the Imu deck, the Gorosei, straight up the 5 elders, and they're gonna be a dual attribute. Insane. The art goes so hard. It is very similar to like the leaders of the past sets, I believe. Then they showed us the basic cards for them, the base arts, and they're they're just uncommons, commons, rares, all that stuff, right? The usual, nothing crazy. Stat lines are all 5k, different costs. Some have counter, no, they all have counter. Sorry, yeah, so pretty cool, and it's like nice, right? It's the usual cards, but wait, I'm gonna go back to that. Yes, so as you can see here, they have made the alt arts be, I don't know, whatever you want to call them, the beast demon forms of the Gorosei. Insane. And these arts are amazing, and they're all very unique in their own way. They all have something different about them. Actually, hold on, this is interesting. I'm gonna go back to this in a second here, but yeah, as you can tell, cards look awesome, right? Let me go back to some of the support that was shown as well, which was an event, which is where they nuked the Lucia, right? The Celestial Dragon that we saw already previously posted, and an event that's I believe this is the Gorosei have arrived, Kokoni, right? And going back, yeah, so that's gonna be all for the actual reveals. Let me go back to hi. So okay, I have all the transitions over here. We're gonna go over them now. So we have Monkey D. Luffy, green character. It is a 6 cost, 7,000 power, strike attribute. Fishman Island, Supernova, Straw Hat Crew. It has double attack, and on play, if your leader is multicolored, set up your four of your Dawn as active. Then you may not play character cards with an original cost of 5 or greater for the rest of this turn. That's interesting, right? Also, it's Fishman, so that's kind of cool. Then we have Yamato, and Yamato is going to be also a 5 cost, 6k power, strike, land Wano, 1k counter. On play, if your life is 3 or less, draw 2 cards, then give up to 1 Resting Dawn card to your leader. Interesting. So you're like, it's a little bit of a trade-off here. Going on to the Uta, and the Uta is going to be a 4 cost, 5k power, film, special attribute, film type. On play, set up 2 of your Dawn cards as active, then you may not play characters with cards of an original cost of 5 or greater for the rest of the turn. On KO, play up to 1 character with a cost of 5 or less from your hand as rested. Okay. Then we have Stussy, and Stussy is going to be a 7k Egghead and CP0. She's a blocker. On play, if your leader is the Egghead type, play up to 1 character with a cost of 5 or less with a trigger from your hand. This could be useful for the upcoming leader that's gonna come for starter deck 29, the Luffy. So could be useful for that. It's also blocker, so that's pretty good overall. 7k value. Then we have the Secret Rare Ace, and that's gonna be interesting that he's being advertised as like the Alabasta one, but he's pure wipe your pirates. So 6 cost, 7k power. If you have 3 or less life, this character gains Rush. Pretty easy to get to, I think. Kind of like a yellowish effect, I'd say. On play, give up to 1 Rested Dawn to your leader. Afterwards, return up to 1 of your opponent's characters with a cost... Oh, there's the blue stuff right here. Yeah, characters with a cost of 5 or less to the owner's hand. If you do, your opponent may play up to 1 character with a cost of 4 or less from their hand. Okay, that's where the blue identity comes in. Then for the 5 Elder Stars, this one's crazy. So let me read it carefully here. 5 Elder Stars, Celestial Dragons. Activate main. If your leader is Imu, you may rest 1 of your Dawn and trash 1 card from your hand. Trash all of your characters, then play from your trash up to 5 Elder Star type characters with a power of 5,000 that all have different names. So this basically judge, which is insane. So then going on to the stage that wasn't shown in a trailer, I believe that was shown post presentation, right? And this one's called the Empty Throne Black Stage. 7 cost, the biggest stage in the game thus far. Holy Land of Marijoa. Your turn. If your trash is 19 cards or greater, give your leader plus 1,000 power. So from a deck that's doing a lot of trashing, you're gonna get to 19 cards or greater rather quickly. And the fact that you make your 4 life 6k leader Imu, activate main, you may rest this card and 3 of your Dawn cards. Play from your hand a black 5 Elder Stars type character that costs equal to or less than the total number of Dawn cards on your field. So ideally, from what it seems, is that you're going to be on 10 and you're going to cheat out the other 10 drop, right? Then we go to the 5 Elder Stars are here, and that's going to be the searcher for this deck. 1 cost main, look at the top 3 cards of your deck, reveal up to 1 card with the Celestial Dragons type and add it to your hand. Then place the remaining cards in your trash. So we're trashing kind of like brand new and such, right? And trigger, activate the main effect. Pretty easy. This one never existed. 1 cost, 5 Elders, Celestial Dragons. Main, you may rest 1 of your Dawn if your leader is Imu. K up to 1 of your opponents. Wait. Yeah. You may rest 1 of your Dawn if your leader is Imu. K up to 1 of your opponent's cost 7 stage cards. So there's like an anti-Imu mirror match thing, I guess, because it can only work if it's Imu, and it gets rid of a 7 cost stage. 7 cost stage, not a less or greater, right? On counter, if your leader is Imu, give your leader or 1 of your characters plus 4,000 for this battle. So it is also a Rad Beam preparatory to Imu. Then we have the person itself, right? Imu. 4 life, 5k power, question mark attribute, and type. Per the rules of the game, you may not play 2 cost or greater events in your deck. Also, at the beginning of the game, play up to 1 Holy Land of Marijoa type stage from your deck. So, the one we saw earlier. Activate main, once per turn, you may trash 1 of your Celestial Dragon type characters from play, or 1 card from your hand. Draw 1 card. So you're actively trashing and also gaining cards in hand. So you can get rid of your field or your hand, and you're fueling your discard to make the stage, get bigger and meet the quota of 19. Huge. Then we are starting off here with the effects of these guys right here, and they all do their own thing, and I think that yeah, they have conditions, right? They have conditions. So Saint Shepard, Jupiter, we have 7 costs, 5k. I think they're all 5k. 2k counter on this one. I think he's the only one that's 2k counter. So okay, so you see carefully here. You see at 7, I think there is a second rarity, because if you look at these, yeah, something's weird. So these are alt arts. Is there also? They have different ones, but they're not SPs. So could there be a chase special art for these, or did they goof up on the video? I don't know. But as you can see carefully here on these, the cost has been altered differently. It is different from the norm. It is going to be like the pentagram that was used for the whatchamacallit, the pentagram to summon the 5 elders, right? So that's different. Also, it has no borders. The frame is different. The nameplate is different. So maybe this is a different rarity that was not shown in a trailer. I could be wrong, but it's looked the best on the picture. That's why I posted this one. But that's interesting. But yeah, anyways, if your trash is 7 cards or more, this character cannot leave play by your opponent's effects. So you cannot be gotten rid of. You cannot bottom deck it. You cannot KO it. You can only attack into it. Sick. During your turn, if your trash is 10 or more cards, give all of your 5 Elder Stars type characters a base power of 7k. Huge. So the more things you have in your trash, the stronger that they get. So this is crazy already. And you can actually just hard cast these guys, to be honest with you. But ideally, I think the whole wombo combo is that you play the 10 drop, right? And this one's going to be probably one of the stronger ones because it's a 2k. And it gets the boost by 2,000, right? You cannot leave the field. Okay, so they all have a 7 trash, yeah. 7 trash, We have Saint Itambaron v Nusjuro. 6 cost, 5k power. He is, if you trash 7 cards or more, this character cannot leave for play. Oh, they all cannot leave by play. So that's by the effects. This one cannot leave by opponent's effects and also gets rush. On attack, if your trash is 10 or more cards, give up to one of your opponent's characters minus 2000 power for this turn. That's like, you know, the Brook, for example, so that's really strong. Then we got Saint Topman Workery. And this one is, if your trash is 7 cards or more, this character cannot leave play by your opponent's effects and gains blocker. So they gain potentially a 5 or 7k blocker via Peter, right? And on kill, you draw a card. But you see how these 4 pentagram yeah, this is a different rarity, I think. I don't know if they expand this further, but that'd be interesting. Maybe they have 3 kinds of cards: the base, the altar, and this one. It would be sick. There's so many chase cards in this set, it's insane. Saint Marcus Mars, also a 7 cards in trash or more. He gains blocker. Oh, so there's 2 blockers. So 1 straight up cannot leave in play, 1 rusher, 2 blockers. Okay. On play, you may trash 1 card from your hand, KO up to one of your opponent's characters with an original cost of 5 or less. Okay, so that one is the one that clears. Alrighty. And then the J. Garcia Saturn. And this one's the smallest one, 4 cost. If you have 7 or more in your trash, this character cannot be removed by your opponent's effects. Yeah, same thing. This one's a Searcher. On play, look at the top 5 cards of your deck, reveal up to 1 card with the 5 Elders type, and add it to your hand. Then place the rest at the bottom of your deck in any order. So unlike the other Imu cards or Celestial Dragon cards, this one does not trash. This one goes back to the deck. So interesting. But yeah, man, this is crazy. I don't know if they ever announced what it was. I don't think it did. But a little shout out from Nangarden here. There was this whole letter from Gei Akutami here that basically talked about how Oda helped Gege, so he is paying back the favor. Let me see if I can find it. Yes. Gege Akutami's message. Toward the end of the Jujutsu Kaisen serialization, I fell ill and was in a dire situation. Oda-sensei kindly introduced me to a hospital. After making a full recovery and wrapping up the serialization, I wanted to express my gratitude, but I couldn't think of any suitable gift. After some twists and turns, I decided to repay the favor through my work. Favorite part, I'm glad I got to draw Saint Nusjuro. When I received the color specifications for the 5 characters, I was blown away. But the process of arranging colors that I wouldn't have thought of myself was refreshing. So this is the sickest collab possible. We have 2 of the GOATs here, the creator of JJK collab with One Piece card game to create the art for these guys. And you know, Gege Akutami is a huge artist in this part where like he does like demons, monsters, all that stuff, you know. So we haven't draw these monsters of the 5 elders, sick. But yeah, one thing I do wanted to note is that Ronora also made this whole, he already found the combo, right? So let me read this real quick here. With 10 drop plus stage, you can cheat 27 Dawn for 4 Dawn, and you still have 6 active Dawn left and a board that can be removed by effects, plus 2 blockers and a 7k rushing gift minus 2 power when attacking. Yeah, he continued on after this one here. Here we go. Then how to counter the 27 Dawn cheat in an Imu matchup here. Mirror matchup. Most Imu decks will run only 1 copy of their stage because you'll play right away, right? You play before the game starts. Since it can't, they can start the game with it. Use the never existed event to remove the stage, preventing them from cheating out 27 Dawn on their 10 Dawn turn. This is why you should run 4 copies of this event. Plus, it comes with a 4k Radical Beam counter with no conditions, which makes it all good in all of your other matchups. So maybe people will be more prone to actually play the 7 cost in more than one. Who knows? I'm sure they'll find a ratio for it. But that's pretty crazy, actually. Let's see what we got here. So anyways, that was a lot that was shown. And yeah, so back at it here. This was posted in March 11th, a few days before the world final for One Piece. And via BN Pokemon, he posted this. OP13 will feature 6 leaders: Monkey D. Luffy, Porges the Ace, Sabo, Juro Bonnie, Goldie Roger, and Imu. The set will contain prominent characters such as Gorosei, the 5 Elders, Shanks, Stussy, and Uta. The anniversary set will showcase a new Ghost rarity and special cards revolving around the 4 Emperors. OP13 releases fall 2025 in Japan, November for the English release. So yeah, man, this was posted way back March 11th, and all these were correct. So props to BM Pokemon over here. This guy, this guy's the man over here. He does all these posts, all these reveals. Lately, he had posted. Where is it at? Where is it at? I saw it earlier. Yeah. So he said EVO4, January 31st for Japan, Egghead Island. So something interesting to note, along with the release of Starter Deck 29 dropping in Japan in December. And yeah, man, so give him a follow. He has a lot of good stuff in his page. And lastly, yeah, so here's my predictions before the stream started here. I have the Imu leader reveal, face reveal AA. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. 3 Brothers Secret Rare are the manga. That was correct. Luffy Sabo Ace Red Card is a special manga. Unfortunately, that was wrong because they made them again, all 3, the special manga. But yeah, that was, it happens. I think you got most of them right. It made sense. I don't think they're gonna show the face, right? But yeah, anyways, guys, if you want to watch more One Piece content, I also do Gundam and some Riftbound here and there. Whatever TCG I can find, mostly those 3. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Thank you to everybody that came by the stream, say hi. I put it on my socials. Appreciate you all having a great time doing this, and I've been feeling better about doing videos more frequently than not because I had a huge lull where I wasn't posting videos. And yeah, if I see you around any event, come say hi. I always appreciate it. And yeah, I'm really excited for set 13. Really hyped. But first, we got to get through set 12. We have regionals. We have Cardfest in Dallas. So with that, guys, I will see you next time.